Welcome to Using a Growth Mindset to Improve Creativity and Innovation in Information Technology. Wow, that sounds like a lot of buzzwords, doesn't it? A few months ago, I might have agreed with that. I had some very specific ideas about creativity and innovation, and not a lot of real information about how the creative process works. I will connect my current view of creativity and innovation with my experience in information technology to explain how artistic creativity and innovative coding need to work together, along with intuitive layout and flexibility to create software systems that feel natural and easy to use, that are easy on the eyes, and promote lower stress levels by learning from and reacting to the individual using it. In order to explain my vision of how corporate software should look and work, it's important to understand how the creativity and innovation processes function. How do creativity and innovation apply to information technology? Innovation certainly seems obvious, doesn't it? But what about creativity? Answering these questions requires exploring a little of the history of research in creativity. As early as 450 BC, the Greek scholars Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle described creativity as a time of spiritual enlightenment resulting in a work of literature, music, or art. This initial definition of what comprises creativity led to a general acceptance of the relevance of creativity only to artistic pursuits. Over time, the academic definition of creativity has evolved, yet many people remain staunch in the belief that creativity is an artistic pursuit. In 1955, Barron defined creativity as resulting in a product made by a person or group of people. Art is a product, but so is a computer. Is a computer creative? Most of us would probably say innovative. So what is the difference between creativity and innovation, and how are the two related? Jeff Dance wrote a definition of innovation compiled from 30 other definitions, which describes innovation as something new which creates value. So if creativity and innovation have similar definitions and similar results, are they the same thing? They are closely related, but I see innovation as taking creativity and extending it to other people. For example, if you paint to reduce stress or use a rubber band to secure a broken watch band until you can change it, you have creatively solved a problem for yourself. Innovation occurs when creativity exceeds personal needs and a wide array of people gain from the creative product. So if the picture you painted also helps another person relax, or the rubber band gives you the idea to create a configurable clip that somebody could have in their pocket in case they suffer a broken watch band, your creativity has become innovation. Innovation is an extension of creativity because while creativity may solve the problem for an individual, innovation solves a problem for more than one person. Returning to my initial question, how do creativity and innovation apply to information technology? Software requires logic and function, and the program layout uses geometry, a form of math, while color themes and graphics are more artistic in nature. A software team must have people who can employ logic and math in creative or innovative ways, as well as people who have artistic design talents. Therefore, software development encompasses the full spectrum of creative and innovative skill sets. An example of innovation in information technology is Microsoft Windows. Prior to Windows, computer operation required command line fluency and providing specific instructions to the computer for which file to open and how to open it. This made using a computer a highly technical operation requiring training and practice to become proficient. In 1985, Windows 1.0 shipped. Though it was not without problems, it set a new standard for computer operation that magnified the value of computing enormously. Microsoft took a product which required extensive training to use effectively and turned it into a product which anyone could use by adding one thing: a graphical user interface. It required creative thought to find a solution for making computers easier to use, and releasing the product solved a problem that innovated an industry. Information technology touches every industry today: finance, medicine, agriculture, manufacturing, transportation, and even handmade crafts are all impacted by information technology. As ubiquitous as technology integration has become, there are many industries where the applications remain difficult to use and lack aesthetic value. The lack of those two features impacts the workers in similar ways. Difficulty of use and unappealing presentation can increase stress and magnify the perceived workload, leading to higher burnout rates, and in some industries cause errors that result in the loss of properties and lives. In a study of workplace environments and employee stress focused on building layout and workplace design, Higginbottom reported that employees suffering from high stress levels have lower engagement, are less productive, and have higher absentee levels than those not working under excessive pressure. If the layout of the place we go to work impacts our stress level, the significance of the screen we spend the day peering into becomes more apparent. Absenteeism is not the only impact from inefficient workplace design. BMC Public Health Journal defines presenteeism as workers which are physically present and fail to perform at peak levels. So productivity loss in present employees due to mental stress from difficult-to-use tools also impacts profitability. When I envision change, I picture the answer to 3 questions I struggle with every day. Why can't it be pretty or at least pleasant to look at? I don't want the software I have to use most of the day to feel like it's poking me in the eye. Why doesn't it work as expected, and why does it take so long to do what I need? I want it to do what I need at the speed at which I work. Why doesn't it learn from me or let me rearrange it to suit my needs? I want the features I use most to be at the top and second levels. My coworkers can verify that I ask these questions every day. Some of them will likely confirm that I annoy them with it. Like many other people, my job requires me to use a variety of software designed around either function or aesthetics, and one always seems to lose to the other. My vision of the future is no one asking these questions about software they have to use daily. Complex systems and ease of use are not necessarily self-exclusive terms. So we want to move things in a new direction. Consumer-facing software uses aesthetics to engage and enhance the user experience, and software for corporate deployment should follow the consumer model. Now let's hear from the accounting department. No, we shouldn't pay more to make the software prettier for our employees. That's a waste of money. Wait. Is it a waste of money? If the software is more attractive, better organized, and therefore easier to use, employee efficiency is improved, stress levels are reduced, and productivity increases. But prettier isn't the only answer to the problem. It also needs to be faster, more configurable, and have fewer errors. We need more servers, better computers, and faster connections. Uh-oh, here come the accountants again. So what if we organize our software to maximize efficiency by storing the bulk of the application on the workstation, auto-updating during off hours to thoroughly tested and debugged release versions, and only keep the information that changes on remote servers? That sounds a lot like the way things work now, but too often it doesn't really work, and instead of tackling the big issues or starting fresh, we just keep patching holes in a broken system. The result is frustrated employees and frustrated customers when the wait times increase and resolutions decrease. I propose designing a series of industry-dependent standard user interfaces that are configurable, upgradable, and can overlay existing software. Allowing employees to arrange software functions and features in a way that improves personal efficiency will relieve employee stress, improve feelings of empowerment, and result in improved customer satisfaction. Including some basic aesthetics in the user interface, such as rounded corners, gradient shading, and color theme options, are easy fixes to software that feels intimidating to new hires and slows down training because of difficulty in connecting with the software flow due to anxiety. By removing employee frustration over appearance and organization, stress reaction to actual software bugs is reduced. Right now, some of you are probably thinking, this makes sense, but it sounds expensive. The primary goal of operating a business is not just making a profit, but maximizing that profit. How do we get from upgrading and improving software to increasing profits? We can start with the sales force. Salespeople are boundary spanning in that their job satisfaction impacts customer satisfaction in a fundamental way, which impacts business performance in the market. A frustrated sales staff performs below target, has higher turnover rates, and produces lower levels of customer satisfaction. In addition to the corporate climate and office management strategies, software usability plays a key role in workplace satisfaction. If order entry, account research, and software navigation are difficult to learn and use, overly time-consuming, and produce high numbers of errors, job satisfaction and customer satisfaction decrease, and employee turnover increases. The result is increased cost and decreased profits. Simple changes to reduce employee stress can increase job satisfaction and customer satisfaction. Combined with a decrease in turnover, the cost of improving software is minimized in the face of increasing profits. So how do we get from hard-to-use software to something intuitive and configurable? By taking a chance on something that could be better. Companies with a growth mindset encourage appropriate risk-taking, collaboration, and support the growth of every employee. Better software empowers employees to feel confident in their skills and happier with their job. As part of a growth mindset, my personal mission statement is to design software which functions beautifully, is beautifully packaged, and built on security and flexibility. Anytime I start a project, I think about what I am attaching my name to and how that reflects on me and my team. I am mindful of design as well as function, and integrity and security are the foundation of my work on any project. With 2 decades of experience in web development, my experience in design and creating functional, intuitive layouts combines perfectly with my skill in writing software. My philosophy of creativity and innovation reflect my skill set in coding and design. Creativity is a complex process through which a person or group of people synthesize solutions to a problem, test results, and refine the solution until a superior product becomes the solution to the issue. Just as information technology touches every industry, so too does creativity, and it is vital to foster creativity and innovation at every level in business, including technology.